And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Let's go now. Smash, smash.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
At the 16-yard line. Here we go, here we go.
Now Stroud. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Check smash, check smash. Dragon 60.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give him a gain of 38.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Stroud now. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Let's go.
Throwing now is Stroud. And it is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Take down a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start with the option. And right away, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And that one coming on his
this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
Pass to 60. Pass to 60.
Following the fumble recovery, Stroud. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
79 Broncos. Check it.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perez. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Again, it's Pierce. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Texans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nolan Smith. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Third down and 13. They're going to look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Another one caught by Collins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Ready.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. quick throw to Collins. Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Okay, ready? Ready?
On second down, it's Sherman. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down coming up. See what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Top low 18. Cut 19. Cut 19. Warriors 70.
Out of the gun now on third down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down the left sideline. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. So not a good start for this rookie quarterback, already trailing in this first half, and that's going to make things worse.
Well, back in my day, this was not unexpected out of rookie quarterbacks. That's why a lot of coaches didn't want to play them. But coming out of college now, they throw it all the time. This is a little bit unexpected, the way that he's playing here.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it is now 21-0.
Next to score, Texans 21, Commanders 0. Kaimi Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Come on.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
go. Set.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
18, Pioneer. Seven Pirates. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Brown. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. A bunch of them go up.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Deron Payne in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Stroud now on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tank Dell. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work and preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, They had to punt it away, this time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Ready.
On second down now. It's Sherman, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Able to push his way through. He's still on his feet, and he'll be out right at the 35. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Come on, come on. Hey. 19 Lions. Ready.
Stroud to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Ready.
Stroud on 3rd down now. To the right side and caught by Dell. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Handoff left side, Pierce. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Tag.
Throw right side, taken in by Collins. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Street, Mustang 19. Go.
Stroud looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Ready.
Back to the ground with Pierce. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Go! '70 Ranger. Viking 18. '18 Rattler.
On second down, it's Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Mecole Hardman as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the jump.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
19
And with
tight.
time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. Hook up of 15 yards there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Sherman. And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Right back to him on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready, ready.
Looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Call that a very strong gain of 24. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Let's go
Now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Sherman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Dragon 60.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He finds his man complete. That's Sherman. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll set up a throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. Fighting his way through contact. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ready.
Play action. Here's Stroud. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Broncos. Buffalo 18.
And Stroud now to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cowboy 80. Ready.
Here's Stroud. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And taken right at the 35. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Let's go.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 1st down, Sherman shifts by him as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Go! Go!
They'll run on first down. It's Sherman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sherman. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go. Here we go.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. That is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 26 yards. And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Come on, come on.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
In motion right, that's Hardman. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. Down the right sideline. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Bronco 80. Go.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, 1st down.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. 4th quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to...
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Stroud looking to change the play. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
Cougar 19. Viking 18. Ready.
They go again with Pierce. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, no surprise there that he got the ball. When you've got 2 touchdowns already, you're probably demanding it in your own huddle. And you can bet this defense, though, is going to be keyed in on him at this point. And they did a nice job stopping him behind the line of scrimmage.
He finds his man complete. It's Perez. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. Rig alert, rig alert. Pioneer. Lions.
They'll try to run with Pierce. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Nolan Smith able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nolan Smith dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the 1st. We'll see what they've drawn up. And the pressure gets to him again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than